There we go. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. My name is Connor Newman. I'm with the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services. I serve as one of the deputy directors, specifically oversee the community engagement team. We're here tonight because there's a proposal at 571B Washington Street. For those of you who may have deja vu, we were previously here, I think maybe a month and a half ago, for an application that was involving delivery and courier. They're back here tonight because there's a separate proposal that is a part of the application here where they're seeking to do marijuana retail, which would mean that there would be customers would be allowed to walk onto the premise. So this kind of restarts the community process. They're still going forward with those other applications as well, but we want to have this meeting tonight specifically for the retail side of things. So they've already done some communication with the local civic associations, I understand. There is no hearing date scheduled yet for the Boston Cannabis Board. If you would like to be notified when that BCB agenda is out, please reach out. My contact information is on the flyer. Please shoot me an email just with your contact information. Say, Connor, I'd like to be kept in the loop for 571B Washington Street. So I will turn it over now to the team, Legal Greens team, and I'm just going to give you this option here. Hold on one second. I'll make sure you guys are able to share. Okay, you should be ready now. So I'll turn it over to them and just have the team do a quick presentation, and then we'll open up for questions and comments. Please remain on mute or cut down any background noise while the presentation is ongoing so we don't miss anything. And like I said, we'll have ample time to discuss the proposal on hand. So awesome. All right, guys, take it away.
I want to thank everyone for being on the call. My name is Tito Jackson, and I am helping Legal Greens with their applications for cannabis businesses at 571B Washington Street. And as Connor noted, this location, and we are actually very thankful for the community support for cannabis delivery at this location. We are back because we've received a great deal of feedback, in particular, as Mark and Vanessa have been doing work on the building from former customers and people in the neighborhood who were asking for the opportunity to connect how they had connected for the past couple of years as a cannabis dispensary. The location was built out as a cannabis dispensary. So, for all intents and purposes, there will not be a great deal of change relative to the physical layout that has already been approved by the Cannabis Control Commission, the security protocols that have also already been approved at the state level, and also the physical layout of the space. And so the 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 ease of entry is also a component here. And so I'm going to turn it over to my friends Vanessa and Mark, who will dig down. Again, we will just high level all of the components of community benefit, all of the components of hiring, all of the components of the agreements that we have made, those stand and continue to extend. So for and I'm sure there's an opportunity to have the full presentation, but this is literally going to be the same high level presentation on all of those things, except for the components relative to what the retail aspect of this looks like. So I turn it over to Vanessa and Mark from Legal Greens. Thank you so much, and I look forward to connecting with members of the community.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for taking the time to come here and join us for our meeting today. Is the screen on? Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So again, my name is Mark Bouquet, COO of Legal Greens. I have my partner Vanessa here with me.
Hi, Vanessa. I'm one of the owners of Legal Greens.
So for our team, it's basically Vanessa, Mike, and Kurt. That just gives
somewhere here.
that just gives a brief description of our background and what we've done and, things that we've operated in before. We're currently operating Legal Greens in Brockton right now. We've been operating for 4 years and we've had very much good success. And now we're moving on to Codman Square. So diversity and inclusion plan, kind of like Brockton, we're gonna, hire people from the community, deal with suppliers from the community and contractors as well. We plan on having 12 Boston residents right from the Dorchester, Mattapan, you know, surrounding area. Diverse suppliers, 75% of our suppliers will be minority owned. We'll leave shelf space for local minority brands as well and provide technical assistance. These are things that we already do in Brockton and just plan to continue doing the same thing. So our location right now is this is what it looks like if you were to drive by there right now, currently to date. It still looks somewhat it still looks somewhat beautiful. Just no legal green sign, but we plan on adding, our legal green sign and opening it up so it's like a nice storefront where you can see inside. Very bright lighting, but very tight on security and when it comes to entering the building. The location is not currently, it doesn't have any buffer zone issues. Not located in between like K through 12 schools. And it's a commercially dense area, but with a lot of residents as well. Again, the location is great. Just want to highlight this because it's already set up. All we have to do is just add our cameras and so on and so forth, do light renovations, and we'll be ready to go. Transportation and parking plan. So we have access to, public transportation, the Red Line, the commuter rail, MBTA buses. There's a public parking lot, literally walking distance from our location. So I think we have that covered. When it comes to the employment plan, like I said, we're going to hire Boston residents. 8 out of 12 will be employees from the minority areas and at least 5 women. We're going to have competitive wages, and we plan on having 3 out of 12 of our employees with Corey's because we just understand how hard it is to get into this workforce. So we plan on having competitive wages, 18 plus for managers, receptionists starting at 16, bartenders at 17. We'll conduct yearly performance reviews for opportunities for promotion. We came up with a plan, like a PTO plan that we offer after working with us for a year. We'll give you 40 hours of PTO that comes right from the company. We plan on posting all of these opportunities on Dorchester Reporter, the Boston Globe, and so on and so forth, and working with, the Codman Square neighborhood group to, just inform and let people of the area know that, we'll be hiring and this is what we're offering. So community support, we have letters of support from State Representative Russell Holmes, City Councilor Brian Worrell, and we also have a letter of non-opposition from Cannabis Square Neighborhood Council and letters of support from local residents and businesses. So for our security plan, again, the building has already operated as a cannabis dispensary. So the cameras are already, the camera locations that was approved by the Cannabis Control Commission are still in the same locations. We're just going to plant our own cameras and have our own companies, which is Settronics, monitor and also have access to monitor it as well. For product transportation, we have the rear of the building. Products will be delivered in the rear. We have a fence around it. Same thing for cash. Any incidents, we would report to the Cannabis Control Commission. Knock on wood, we've been operating 4 years and no incidents in Brockton at all. So we plan on having panic buttons at the registers, at receptions, in the vault, and in the offices for rapid response that will connect right to the Boston Police Department. And so if a panic button was pressed, that they would then, come to the store and assess the situation. So to prevent youth access, when you get to the door, you'd have to present your ID right at the door before you could even come into the building. We'll verify that, you know, you're 21 plus, then the security personnel would unlock the front door. Then they would scan your ID in, double check, make sure that you are 21 of age and, you know, that license belongs to you. And then we would then send you into the sales floor where they would check your ID again before a purchase to make sure that you're 21. And that's the end of our presentation. Any questions?
Sure, yeah, we can open up the questions and comments. Just as a reminder, we are not here to debate the morality of marijuana. You know, it was legalized overwhelmingly by voters in the Commonwealth back in 2016 and also Boston as well. I don't want to facilitate a debate between individuals. Comments and questions should be directed either at myself regarding the city's role in the process or to the Legal Greens team. So just want to set those guidelines. If you look down below, I know we have a pretty small group here, but if you look down below, there is like a heart, it says react. If you click on that, there's an option to digitally raise your hand. That way it's easy for you to track who needs to be called on and who can be taken off the queue. As I mentioned before, you can also use the chat function down below if you feel more comfortable doing so. So let's go ahead. We got ample time. Is there any questions, comments, concerns? Yes, Cafe Juice Up. I see your hand is raised. You'll have to unmute yourself, ma'am. Sorry. I think I muted you during the presentation.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, I'm here in full support of Mark and Vanessa. They are doing an amazing job in Brockton. I'm a customer, and they are also customers here of Cafe Juice Up. They're people with integrity, and I believe that every proposal they have made here today, I strongly believe that they will follow through with those proposals and bring a strong cannabis business to Dorchester to add to the ones that are here. And I believe they'll be competitive too.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, man.
Yes.
Folks, other questions, comments? Oh, we got something in the chat here. Give me 1 second. Does Legal Greens already have a recruitment team? What would competitive wages look like for a recruiter? I'd love to help source, screen, and select employees, the employee base, 12 years experience listed.
We could add our email to the group chat, and you can reach out to us directly and we could move forward. We usually recruit ourselves. I'm one of the hiring managers, so just we'll send you that email and you could reach out to us directly.
Okay, great. Perfect. Thank you, Vanessa. Any other questions, comments, concerns? If you need a copy of the presentation, please reach out. We can send you an electronic copy. If you need a physical copy for whatever reason, contact us and we can figure out a way to get that over to you as well. Any further questions, comments? I'll take a look at the chat again. We're doing good on time here. As stated before, if you'd like to be kept in the loop as this continues through the community process, I don't believe there's a hearing date scheduled yet, but you can reach out and we can notify you when the agenda drops.
Awesome.
Cool.
If
All right.
anybody support, put hearts on the screen.
Or better send an email to me and I can report to the
Okay.
Cannabis Board that I've received support letters. So I'm seeing a lot of hearts,
There
please.
goes the hearts.
Connor, we want Connor. We request that all of the hearts be placed in the record
Acknowledged.
officially.
Yeah.
Noted.
My heart's not working.
Full hearts. All right, that's a new one for me. All right, guys, I'm not seeing any further questions, comments, concerns. Is there anything yet that hasn't been covered? Feel free to follow up with us afterwards if you think of a question then. But I think with that, we'll conclude the meeting for now. Full support of Legal Greens noted. Thank you. So yeah, I think with that, we'll conclude the meeting at this time. I'll share this with the Cannabis Board, and please follow up everyone if you're interested.
Thank you, Connor. Have a